Welcome. In this video, we are going to compare two discounts. This type of problem is very realistic, and it is also a great example of why percent reasoning matters. Mary is buying a pair of shoes. The shoes originally cost $150, and there are two stores. Store 1 offers 20% off plus an additional 15% off the sale price. Store 2, on the other hand, offers 25% off of everything, plus an extra 10% off of the original price for all shoes. We need to decide which store has the better deal. Let's start with store 1. The original price is $150. First, store 1 gives us 20% off. And a 20% discount means we pay 80% of the original price. One quick way we can find 20% of 150 would be 0.2 for 20% times 150. That gives us 30. So the first discount is $30. 150 minus the $30 gives us $120. So after the first discount, the sale price is $120. Now, store 1 gives an additional 15% off the sale price. This is important. The 15% discount is not based on the original $150. It is based on the sale price, $120. So we want to find 15% of $120. To do that, we do 0.15 for 15% times 120 to get 18. 120 minus 18 gives us our final price of 102. So that is store 1's final price. Now, let's look at store 2. Once again, the original price is $150. Store 2 gives 25% off of everything. So let's find 25% of 150. We would do 0.25 for 25% times our 150. And when we do, we get $37.50. So let's subtract 150 minus $37.50 gives us $112.50. So after the 25% discount, the price is $112.50. Store 2 also gives an extra 10% off of the original price for all shoes. This wording is different from store 1. The extra 10% off is on the original price, not the sale price. So we need to find 10% of $150. So 0.10 for 10% times 150 gives us $15. So our current shoes are worth $112.50, and we have an additional $15 discount. This gives us a total of $97.50. So store 2's final price, $97.50. Now let's compare. Store 1 had a final price of $102, and store 2 has a final price of $97.50. Since $97.50 is less than $102, store 2 has the better deal. We can even find the difference. If I subtract these two, $102 minus $97.50 we get $4.50. So Mary saves $4.50 more at store 2. This problem is a wonderful teaching example because the wording matters. Store 1 gives an additional 15% off the sale price, and store 2 gives an extra 10% off the original price. Those are not the same kind of discount. As future teachers, you can help students by asking, what amount is this percent being taken from? That question is incredibly useful. Let's also notice something else. Discounts do not always combine by simply adding the percent values. In store 1, 20% off and then 15% off the sale price is not the same as 35% off the original price. Why? Because the 15% is taken after the price has already been reduced. Percent problems reward careful reading. You are doing excellent work. When you can explain why the wording matters, you are thinking like a teacher, not just someone solving a problem.